what should you do? Well, number one thing I tell people is you should stay inside from 10 to 2 if possible. So if you're going to go out and do your thing, do it in the morning or do it in the later afternoon. Why? Because that's when you're going to see the most sun exposure, the most UV exposure. So that's my number one point. Number 2 point is if you're going to go out and do those things, be smart about it, be protective. So the last line really of skin protection should be your sunscreens. And if you're doing sunscreens, then that's our third line. So avoidance is number 1. Number 2 is protecting what you have. So wearing hats and wearing long sleeve clothing is really helpful. Then the last line of it will be sunscreens, for the sun actually interacting with your skin. And then, fine, you don't want to, you want to go swimming, so you're not going to swim in clothes, obviously. So what can you do? You can put on your sunscreens. Now, lots of companies make different types of sunscreens that you can use. I don't tend to jump on one brand here or there, and I don't tend to jump on a number. People ask me, what SPF should I use? I say, should I use the SPF 85.5? I say, no, you don't have to get that big of a number. What you need to do is at least get an SPF of 30. SPFs of 30 are going to buy you a lot of UV protection while being cosmetically really nice for you to use. And what I mean by that is they're spreadable. They don't look pasty white. So if you can get an SPF 30, that's fantastic. Because not only is it important to get the right product and get the right SPF, but you have to get the product or you have to use that product. So a lot of people will come into me and say, oh, I have my 1992 sunscreen. Do you think I can still use that? And I say, no. You have to get some fresh sunscreen. That's important. And on the crimped end of the tube is always going to be a date, and that date will say an expiration. So look at that when you're looking for sunscreens in your house to see if they are expired. If you're going to then use the sunscreen, so you don't just dab a little here and dab a little here, and then walk out the door. I kind of liken it to moisturizing cream. When you use it like your moisturizing cream. Be liberal about it. Spread it everywhere, and then you can really protect yourself. Now, people go out and hike and bike, and then they go golfing. And golfers, I tell them at the turn, meaning after the 9th hole, reapply your sunscreen, which is equivalent to for most people to about 2 hours. If you do a 2 or 3 hour reapplication, then you're going to be fantastic. It's because you not only get that second coat to protect, but you probably get some of those spots that you missed along the way. Another common question that we see, or I hear, especially from the teenage crowd, probably a teenage and 20 crowd, is, well, a little base tan is great, right? That's going to protect me for the whole summer. And I say, no, there is no safe tan. There's no safe level of tanning. Tan equals your body saying, please do not do this to me anymore. It's a protective mechanism. So a little bit of tanning is not a good thing. Another question I get about tanning is, can I do tanning beds? Is that better than the sun? I hear it's better than the sun. I say absolutely not. UV light is UV light is UV light. So any UV light you're getting is damaging your skin. So burning is bad. Tanning is definitely bad. There are ways to get around tanning if you still want to get that hue to your skin. Spray tans are fantastic. They used to be very bright orange and almost bronzy looking, but now they're much more natural appearing. They can spread them, I think, cosmetically. They look nice and they look appropriate and they look kind of natural. So I think that's a good alternative if you are going to tan.